Quinton Dunbar is one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, and he's available. All the top teams in the NFL should be interested in fortifying their secondary with the Redskins defender. But here's the thing. Quinton Dunbar was never supposed to be here. His story is remarkable, and this is it. Quinton Dunbar hails from Miami, Florida, and he was a 4-star recruit coming out of Booker T. Washington High School. According to Rivals.com, he was the 25th best player in the state of Florida and the 24th best player at his position nationally. He elected to stay close to home and attend the University of Florida. As a redshirt freshman, he played in 13 games for the Gators, starting in 9. That season, he ranked second on the team with 36 receptions. His best season was as a junior in 2013. He started all 12 games and caught 40 passes for 548 yards. In his final season in Gainesville, he started in 8 games and played in 11. He ended his last 32 games in college with at least 1 catch in each of them. However, Dunbar went undrafted in 2015. Dunbar entered training camp as nothing more than a backup wide receiver and special teams player with the Washington Redskins. However, Dunbar was moved to cornerback after coaches recognized his ability to successfully jam flyers during punt returns. The position change was also due to multiple injuries to the Redskins secondary and was also done to give Dunbar a better opportunity to make the roster. The Washington Redskins waived Dunbar as part of their final roster cuts, but he was signed to the team's practice squad the next day. Once again, after a rash of injuries, Dunbar received an opportunity and was called up to the big squad in October of his rookie year. He finished his debut campaign with 13 combined tackles, 5 pass deflections, and an interception in 11 games and 2 starts. Dunbar stuck with the team, finishing the 2016 NFL season with 26 combined tackles, 5 pass deflections, 1 interception, and a sack in 14 games. He continued his solid play in 2017, 35 tackles, 8 passes defended, and an interception. After an injury cut his 2018 season short, this past year was when Dunbar really established himself. He finished the season starting 11 games, recording 37 tackles, 8 passes defended, and a career-high and team-leading 4 interceptions. Dunbar had a breakout year, stringing together a series of great performances while actually staying healthier than usual, and it's getting recognized. Pro Football Focus named Dunbar as the biggest surprise at cornerback this year. PFF wrote, quote, "We had seen dominant games from Dunbar in the past, but he never kept it up for a full season. In fact, he'd never played more than 400 snaps in a year before his 613 this season. He allowed a passer rating of 56.9 in coverage in 2019. He finished with 4 picks and was penalized only once. PFF rated Quinton Dunbar as the second best corner in the entire NFL this year. So, what makes him good? What's the scouting report on him? Well, a near-ideal physique makes him a top cover man, with the speed and height to match up against elite outside receivers. It's difficult to outrun or outjump him on go routes and sideline patterns. He also brings in-depth knowledge of the passing game as a former college wide receiver. He's gradually mastered the conversion to defense to become a dynamic every down player. He's also productive in run support with great anticipation and sound tackling skills. Durability is an issue though, as his susceptibility to muscle pulls and other injuries lessen his impact and overall value. Now, Dunbar is entering the final season of his contract, a contract that has no guaranteed money on it for 2020. For a player who's roughly a year away from hitting unrestricted free agency for the first time ever, that's a definite problem. In fact, he has requested a trade from the Redskins. Quote, "I don't know them and they don't know me. It is what it is." This is what Dunbar stated when talking about his relationship to Ron Rivera and the new Redskins staff. His frustrations make sense though, as he wants to play for a team that will commit long term. His connection is to the old regime, not this one, and Dunbar deserves to get paid. He's a former UDFA that has never gotten a big payday. The question is, where will Dunbar get traded? He's certain to have real value, and it'll be fascinating to see the next stage of his career. But now, I switch it over to you. What are your thoughts on Quinton Dunbar? Who do you think is the most underrated player in the NFL? What team do you think that Dunbar will be playing for next season? Share the video with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RespectThePoint. Finally, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. That is all for this one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.